Hi everyone, welcome back, and in today's video we're going to be talking about how to make 10,000, 15,000 plus with social media marketing. This is not clickbait. This is something that I have done before I started my business. Immediately after I left corporate, I started getting into the social media management business. So I'm going to be telling you today what I did and the steps that I took to get to where I want to be. So there's going to be 5 steps, but there's going to be a bonus at the end, which I think is going to help you a lot in the journey. So if you're not willing to work hard and you're looking for, quick fix, no amount of work put in order to make money, this video is not for you. But if you're seriously thinking about getting into the marketing space, into the social media marketing space and social media management space, then this video is for you. Stay tuned and let's get to it. So the first thing that you need to do is to get the skills, get certifications. Now don't worry, there are free online certifications that you can take in order to become a social media manager. I'm going to list them in the description, but one of them, or a few of them actually, is Meta. Meta has a lot of certifications that you can share on your LinkedIn. If you haven't opened a LinkedIn account yet, you need to check out my other videos on how to make your LinkedIn really pop off and help you get found, how to set it up and what to write in your comment, the pictures that you need to put there. So you need to get certifications. You can take the courses, Meta courses. HubSpot also has courses that I have been doing. There's SEO, there's social media management, there's digital marketing and all of that. So if you want to get started with social media management, I would say take those courses. There's also online videos that will teach you how to become a social media manager, a freelancer, or you can work for another company if eventually you want to get into a company, but we'll get into that later on. So first of all, get your certifications. They are free. There's paid courses, but honestly, I never took any paid courses. I was in sales and customer support where I was for about 4.5 years. Before that, I was in social media management, but my clients never asked me for my CV, first of all, and they never asked me for my certification. So when I was doing social media management and marketing is more a practical thing. It's not just theory and reading. It's more practical. So this leads me to the second thing that you need to do. So after you get your certifications, you're going to need to practice on how to manage social media. So the quickest way to get your practice in is to ask your friends or people that have businesses that are around you, so you can practice with their account. You can practice with Canva how to design the post, because you're going to need to learn how to design the post. Canva.com has the free option of where you can, there's even a Canva learning. I'm not sure if that is paid, but you can learn how to create posts. So you can play around with Canva. You can go to YouTube and check how to create Canva posts, because you're going to need to create that. You're not going to just share pictures or videos for social media management, but you're also going to have to do a bit of graphic design on that, and you're also going to need to learn how to write captions, and ChatGPT is great for that. So I'm also going to link in the comment. I will leave a few prompts that you can use on ChatGPT as a social media manager to get content ideas and also to write good captions. So look out for the comments. That is going to help you. So first you get certifications, then you practice what you're learning. Practice. And this practice leads me to the third thing that you need to take action on. The third point is for you to share your knowledge, share your practice and what you have seen so far. So you can practice by asking people to manage their social media account for free. I did that. I didn't do it for free. I charged very little in comparison to what is out there on the market already. So what you can do is, once you've learned how to make posts and stuff like that, you can approach the companies and say, listen, this is what I have done so far. Have a look at this, and this is what I can do for you. And then, because I'm still a beginner, this is how much I charge for this amount of work. So social media has different responsibilities, and you need to look into that and also understand and tell the clients what you're going to be doing for them. Email marketing, like handling their email, is not social media marketing. That is email marketing. Digital marketing is so big. There's SEO, there's SEM, search engine optimization, there's, looking at the website, designing email marketing. So you need to make sure that the people that you work with understand that you're only going to be dealing with social media platforms and nothing else. Because sometimes when you're not clear, companies will expect, or other smaller business owners, they will expect you to go above and beyond what you said you're going to do, because they don't understand what social media is and how it's different from digital marketing. So social media is a part of digital marketing, a part of the bigger picture. So also another tip is to be careful working with people that expect you to do miracles when you are doing social media marketing. Marketing is a long-term thing. So if somebody does realize that, I do need to invest more in my marketing, I do need somebody to help me with that, for the first month you can say, for the first month is free, and then from then I charge. To post on social media, to interact, to engage, and all of that good stuff that come with being a social media manager. So once you have done the practicing, you've learned, and you sharing your content. So sharing your knowledge basically means that you are sharing what you already know on your social media platforms. So I started posting on social media, talking about the things that I have learned, like how to improve your Instagram, and how I have improved other people's Instagram and they found clients. So I started with my immediate connections, where I would charge them like 2,000 Rand a month, 1.5, 2,000 Rand a month to manage their social media post about 3 times a week. You don't have to really post every single day for them, especially when you're still starting and you want to get your foot in different industries. You can approach the immediate people and say, listen, for 2,000 Rand a month, I will do this and this, because you wanted to learn, you wanted to get that experience. And then when you're learning, then you share what you are already learning with other company owners. And while you share on Instagram, while you share on LinkedIn, people are seeing what you're doing. So you need to, your social media also in the beginning, it needs to reflect the fact that you know about social media. We cannot come to social media platforms or social media accounts and you're not posting anything, you're not updating anything, there's nothing that shows us that this person can improve my social media platforms, because I'm looking at their social media platforms, their description is off, their pictures are off, their designs are off, the captions is just hashtags, the hashtags are off. So you need to learn those things on how to use the right hashtags, how to find information, how to interact and engage with people so that your account grows. So I had to learn those things, and that is what I'm doing and I'm applying in my business. And if I were to look for a social media manager, I would want somebody who understands those things. So it's best for you to practice, and then share the journey of what you are doing and how it's going so far and what you're learning from your practices. The fourth thing that you need to do, excuse the noise, they're busy working. The fourth thing that you need to do is to start approaching clients. You can have the best product, you can have the best services and all of that, but if you're not putting yourself out there, nobody's going to find your content, so nobody's going to buy. You need to put yourself out there. So in order to contact clients, you need to go and create a profile on LinkedIn and approach companies. The nice thing about LinkedIn is that you can approach the company owner and it's written in their profile that they're owner of the company, instead of going on Instagram where you find that you are contacting the social media manager, or they just don't check their messages as much, you know. So on LinkedIn you can speak directly to somebody and say, I've checked out your website. Most of the customers and the clients that I got from social media in the beginning, and then after that it was word of mouth. Like somebody asked, oh, I see your social media is popping these days, how can I, like, who's helping you out and how can I get in contact with them? And then also when you go to events and you start speaking, oh yes, I'm their social media manager, and then they ask you, okay, like, how much do you charge? You get their contact details and then you give them more information. So you need to have different packages as well. I'm going to speak about social media management packages in another video because I don't want to make this video long. So you need to contact people, you need to reach out to people in order to get customers for your services. It is possible. Before you think it's so difficult, it's really not. If you can prove to people that this is what I do and this is what I can do for you and this is how you're going to benefit in the long run. Don't make promises of going viral on social media, especially if your clients don't have a budget to pay for ads, because you need to also, another thing on the side, you need to learn how to run social media ads. I'm also going to do a different video for that, on how to set up Facebook ads and how to set up Instagram ads, and you know, how to create creatives or the artwork for the ad, you know. So I'm going to discuss that in a different video, but for now you need to have different packages. Tell people this is what you do, and do they have a budget also for ads, at least 500 rand per month, in order to move, because organic reach or organic marketing it takes even longer. It's more long term. If they want to see some sales that come from social media management efforts, then they need to put in some money in order for you to advertise, to run competitions, you know, and to get people to participate in competitions and all of that. They need to, people need to see that ad, and in order for more people to see that ad is for you to run social media ads, paid social media ads. So let's move on to the next point, which feeds into the other point of speaking about having different service offers, like for beginner, where you maybe can share 3 days a week for your social media, and then also where you can have maybe sharing 3 days a week on 3 platforms instead of 2 platforms like LinkedIn and all of that. You have to be able to tell your customers, like, this type of platform will work, like LinkedIn will work best for you, or TikTok will work best for you, because not every platform is going to work well for all the customers, you know. And also, if they don't have a budget to like make videos and stuff like that, and you have to do the videos in Canva, you know, this is the type of videos that we'll make, and this is the platform that is suitable for that type of video. So you need to be able to tell your clients that as well. So you need to have a budget. You also need to market your services. So you can also do paid ads. That's another practice as well, where you advertise that you manage social media for other people. You can also post on LinkedIn to say, I'm a social media manager and this is the results that I get from my clients from what you have been practicing. It's not super difficult. It just requires you to learn, practice, and don't be scared to put yourself and your services out there. You don't have to be an extrovert, but you do need to put your services out there for people to see and to find you if you want to make money. You know, if you want to make this as a living income, you know. And the other thing is charging clients. Now, this is where the 15,000 rand a month plus comes in. You need to have, so depending on where you are, if you're still starting out, maybe you can be charging like 2,000, 3,000 rand, 4,000 rand a month. And you can have, look at that, you can have 4 clients for 4,000 rand a month. And that is 16,000. I recommend that you do not have one client at a time or 2 clients, because the thing with social media is that you work with contracts. I prefer to work with contracts, and I've made a video. If you check out my channel, I've made a video on how to write social media contracts, social media management contracts, and what to put in your contract and what to discuss with the client when you're onboarding them or when you're taking them on as a client. So I have another video, check it out. So you can have, if once you reach a certain level, you're able to charge more. So you can even have 2 clients or 3 clients that are paying you like 10,000 rand or 12,000 rand a month. I still suggest that if you're working for yourself, it's best to have at least 3 clients, so that if one client drops you, you can always have 2 others while you look for another one. I've had I have contracts for 3 months. Because the first 3 months, it's really for me to make the changes, edit everything, get into a flow of things, and also have something to leave them with should I decide not to continue with the client, or should they decide not to continue with me. So 3 months contract, and then after that it's month to month. Now this is where the tricky part comes in. If it's on a month to month, they can always say, you know what, next month we don't have a budget for social media, so we're not going to need your services, and that is absolutely fine. But that is why you need to have more than 1 or 2 clients. If you have rent to pay and all of that, honey, you need to be making sure that you have backup. So always have at least 3 clients, even if you charge them 7,000 rent, which is much less than they would pay if they had somebody sitting in at the office. You can always make arrangements where you go to see the clients once a week. I had clients that I saw twice a month, or if there's an event coming up, I would drive to their office and go and see them and spend time with them. So that's the difference between when you do social media management for local companies instead of international companies. With international, you can't really pop in and create that friendship, and go to their events. Whereas in South Africa, if you get those 2 or 3 clients, you can always go to events when they go to event to shoot content and things like that. And you build that relationship, and then you tell them, like, I can come in once a month and we discuss how the month went, what we need to change and strategize going forward. Or I can see you twice a week. If they are not far, you can see them twice a week, because you have to factor in the petrol as well. But it's much cheaper for them to hire somebody from outside than it is to have somebody inside that also, when they are not happy with the performance, they cannot let go of the person because they've signed a contract to be permanent. Whereas with you, it's more of your performance. If you're not performing next month, we're not happy with the results, we're going to have to let you go. So you're going to have to work and impress the clients that you have, so that they speak to other people, so that you also get more clients. Like, go check out this person's page, and this is what I'm doing for them, this is the results that I have found. So check out my other videos, and I'm going to discuss in upcoming videos on how to set up your social media platforms as a social media manager, and how to reach out to clients. We can do it together. I'm still doing digital marketing, but I'm more on the training side now. I'm more on the consulting side, because I honestly do not have time to, with my other business and running the business by myself with part-time help at the moment. It's just a lot of work, and I have other things on the side as well. I have this channel, I have another channel as well. So it just becomes a lot. So I don't have time to manage social media platforms, but I do consult and I train companies that already have people manage their social media on how to integrate their whole marketing into digital marketing, because it also doesn't stand alone. So if you're all about self-improvement, marketing, and making money and growing, this is the channel for you, and you want to subscribe so that we can continue the conversations in the comments, and also you can check out my social media platforms. So my last tip is to become a specialist. This is my bonus tip. You need to become a specialist. So if you are somebody that maybe you were working for a gardening company or an accounting company, or tracking company, for example, or any of those types of companies, you can specialize in marketing them, because you already have the background information for marketing that. So if I'm a manufacturer, for example, I manufacture candles, now I can help people that are also in the manufacturing space. You can even go down to manufacturing household items and how to market your business as a manufacturer. Or if you are somebody that worked in retail, you can work with retail owners and tell them this is the background that I have, and if you want to grow your retail business, I advise this and this and that, and this is how customers, come in the shop, and this is what they want to hear, and this is how you can attract them to come in the shop using social media. So that is your experience. Is the bonus on top, it's the cherry on top of the cake. Okay, so your experience is the cherry on top of the cake, and take advantage of it and go into the industry where you have background in and teach them how to market their businesses with your background and now with your new learned skills of social media management. So that's it for me today. Subscribe and look out for the next coming video. Thanks guys, see you in the next one.